Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to my Season of Witchcraft starter build guide for the Spiritborn. The patch notes for Season 7 look quite promising for poison focused setups thanks to Stinger and Centipede buffs. To my surprise, my boosted example Spiritborn here without runes or upgraded gear can farm pit 40 to 50 already. The speed farm clear speed will be insane, can't wait to play it. Touch of Death against bosses and single target. Scourge is an aura in my case, more about that in a second when I show you the gear. Armored Hide for defense. Ravager, just for a damage buff. And as you can see, the abilities are just all, right? It's Gorilla, Jaguar and Centipede, thanks to the helm. Toxic skin here, and the Stinger. It works in the rotation of the skills. So let's start buffing up with Armored Hide and Ravager. It looks dangerous because of course it's a low equipped character and active cooldowns steal life, they drain life. Keeping the buffs up, keeping the aura up, this can stack. The stingers make monsters vulnerable. As you can see, it's quite heavy on the HP. So I'm not sure if on the live server in Season 7, I'm not sure if I would rock this right away. Maybe a regular armor or even a different one. The helm, however, is important, of course, but this is up for debate. With good gear, masterwork gear, good life leech, this will be probably no issue, but at the very beginning. This Touch of Death, I will probably replace this with the Centipede, since they buff it. Or I get rid of Toxic Skin, I see. This was just for testing purposes. The main attack is Scourge Aura and the Stingers. Playstyle is like, if I have to describe it, Witch Doctor from Diablo 3. It's a D2 Hamadin mixed with a D3 Witch Doctor. Super cool. I can't wait to level this. Yeah, sadly I'm only on the Torment 2 here. I know. But I don't want to spoil myself too much. I want to play this actually in Season 7 in 2 days. So I did not go all in and unlock World Tier 4. Torment 4. But yeah, this build will be insane in Helltide and the like. Infernal Hordes, just everything. The new season topic zone, the season Helltide. So, and as I said in the intro, the Centipede, as of now, he does not spit damage over time. And he will get a 70% multiplier. Yeah, Stinger itself will have a little bit more DPS. Which will be very good while leveling, of course. I did a little bit of research, looked around what we're playing, what type of builds, what type of Spiritborn setups. And I think the Stinger is pretty much a fan favorite and a staple. And I'm happy to see that they even buffed the damage in the gear here. So I think the only important piece is the helm. So I can use a Gorilla skill and benefit from those, right? I can use a Jaguar skill, benefit from it, just thanks to the helm. I can't even tell you right now where it drops, I just gambled it real quick. I had a few oboes, so it's not rare at all. The Stinger aspect on the gloves, this one, just the damage multiplier against feared enemies, which the aura is fearing all the time, right? This is basically almost like 100% uptime, so good multiplier. I run smithing aspect. I have 40% more crit against injured. Resource regeneration when I crowd control enemy. Mobs are always feared, slowed. So this is really good. Umbral. So I did 20% more damage per different crowd control effect. This one is super important. Scourge continuously affects enemies around you. So all of a sudden it's an aura. I use the Gorilla and the Jaguar here. For barrier and for ferocity. Paragonboard, ultra scuffed. I have no glyphs. I was actually surprised that this, the not yet buffed variant, can actually clear pit 40, pit 50, which is crazy. Speaks for the build. My skill tree looks like the following. 2 points into whatever, just to unlock the core skills. So, Stinger, that's the circling green thingies. They make monsters vulnerable. And yeah, I did not max it out. It's just there for the effect and to poison them. Scaling up the poison damage different way. Into advantageous Stinger. The next one will be a bunch of passives. So depending on the weapon type I'm using, I get a buff. Or like a passive. Apex here, I deal more damage to vulnerable. Vulnerable deal less damage, so damage reduction. This one is nice. I deal 12% increased damage while unhindered. And while Toxic Skin is up, which is almost all the time I'm unhindered. A Ravager is nice. So as I said, thanks to the helm, it doesn't really matter. Everything is, yeah, I can take advantage of just everything. Maxing out Armored Hide, I think this is one of the best defense tools this class has to offer. The Aura, Scourge, 3 points into Nourishment for the 3 poison damage. Casting a Gorilla skill grants increased life. Thanks to the helm. Everything in my skill bar is a Gorilla skill, pretty much. Same goes for this one, casting a Jaguar skill. More poison stuff here, Ravenous and Oppressive. Centipede skills deal 12% increased damage to crowd controlled enemies. And thanks to this aura, which can fear, like it all works well together. And the Devourer, because it will be buffed. This will have slightly different text in 2 days. And for the keystone, for the key passive here, use Noxious Resonance. Your critical strikes cause your poisoning on an enemy to burst, dealing 100% of the total poison damage instantly to them and 20% to surrounding enemies. Helps with clear speed, of course. And therefore, I try to scale my crit damage bonus as much as possible. So this is only 361 right now because of an Ultra Glyph Paragonboard. But yeah, I bet I'm not one of those people who clears like pit 150 every season, but I bet thanks to the buffs, this will go absolutely nuts. This will be a S tier build with absolute endgame gear and a lot of hours in game.